Hey everybody, Ozzy Grendel here. Welcome back to the Minecraft Parents Guide playthrough. And we're going to do some fun stuff today. I've got a little bit of a project in mind, and I thought you might would like to see what's going on. First off, we are going to do something that I'm excited about because this is actually my first time ever doing it. We're going to take 4 gold and 4 of these netherite scraps and make our very first ever netherite ingot. That being a thing, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, which is gonna give us a Pick of Fortune, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, and Mending netherite pick. That is so exciting to me. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Yes. Now, that being a thing, you notice I have a good amount of torches in my hand, and the reason is because we have a little bit of a project involving light. I have next to no place to store anything anymore. Ooh, some chests. I'm just gonna put that here and load those guys in there. I think I'll take that with me. And I'm gonna fill the rest of my inventory up with nether brick. Now, the reason behind that is because I want to build something with nether brick today. And so, yeah. Plus, we have a lot of it because I've been strip mining in the nether. We have, a while ago, while we were digging around where Goatbread found his, there we go. When Goatbread found his abandoned mine shaft, there we go, that should be everything that we need. We went down there, we were digging around a little bit, and we found something. We'll take the boat. I think we have everything that we need. Nope, we need one more thing. Well, two more things. Need a couple of buckets. Couple of buckets. Excuse me. Ooh, I think I'll go ahead and I'll grab this too, because who knows how much we're gonna need. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because when you're doing stuff underground, it is tempting to just go ahead and use the materials that you have around you. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to be working underground. We have this little... I knew that was going to happen. There we go. Go ahead and get rid of that out of our inventory. I don't want to take that with me. There it is. All right. And what I'm going to do is start paling that out, actually. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Anyway, when you're doing stuff under the ground, you might be tempted to just use the material found where you found it. See, we got a zombie spawner there. You can actually see like a little zombie doll spinning around. Ooh, we got lure. We got our first music disc. That's going to be fun to use. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is set up a little spot over here. Right over here to hold on to our extra stuff. And the big thing is you're very highly tempted to just use the material that you have when you're working underground, and for the most part it's not a bad idea, but when you're building something that you're going to want to come back to over and over again, or if you're building something that needs to stay closed, The dangerous part about doing that is you might accidentally dig into it thinking that it's something else if you're exploring. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this is this has a separation of 5 blocks all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, that's not good. We do not want that. Hold on. Ooh. I did not know that was there. Alright, buddy. You're not breaking my stuff. Let's go ahead and close that off there and there. And, well, that's lit up, so that's a good thing, but that's also an annoying thing. There we go. That should be good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. That's what I want. And I'm going to do that over here too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now the reason I'm doing that is because we want to have a perfect we want to have a 9 by 9 square. I think that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's as far as we want to go all the way around. So we're going to want to dig that out. We want this to be at least 3 high. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's perfect. So I'm just going to dig this out real quick. Hopefully we won't run into any more lava problems. I think we are when it comes to this wall. Yep, here we go. That stinks. Alright, we need to do a little bit more of this. Well, this is a good thing. We are definitely not in any shortness of lava due to the fact that we do have the Nether. So we can just go ahead and keep working without worrying about losing anything. And this kind of project that we're doing here, we're going to want to take this kind of slow. Because you want to make sure this is done right. But this is a good opportunity to get a bunch of resources, both of just regular cobble and regular stone and stuff like that, but also you might run into, depending on how deep you are, some better resources like diamonds and stuff like that. And what we're doing here is going to work for both skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll work for both zombie spawners and skeleton spawners. And I wish this was a skeleton spawner, but it's nice to get a zombie spawner out of the way anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to dig out to that first bit of diorite. Okay. Now you want to keep this place nice and well lit because you're going to end up spawning some stuff. Oh, that netherite pickaxe working out really well. Okay. Now, that's taken care of. I'm going to dig, for my own peace of mind, I'm going to dig one more out of the roof. And that's just in case somebody's digging, we'll know what it is. I usually use a block that I end up having an abundance of that I don't really care for, but we have a lot of nether brick, so we can actually make this look pretty nice. If you use regular cobblestone, you might think that it's a... There we go. You might think it's a dungeon, which it is, but you might think it's a dungeon you have not seen before. So, okay, I'm just going to make sure that all the little extra bits are all filled in so it's nice and smooth. And that's all good. We also don't need this open. Okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead and line this with nether brick. And again, you can use anything that you want. I just don't suggest using things that appear naturally in the world. If you run into it, you want to go, oh, well, I put that there on purpose. You don't want to be branch mining and run into just something that you've already had and end up breaking a farm that you spent hours on. So I'm choosing this because it's going to look nice and because I know I'm not going to dig down and go, well, what is that? Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, we do need one more from these guys. So just go ahead and I'll put that there. It's used to lava anyway, right? It's nether brick. Alright, so if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. This is definitely going to take some time, but it's not a waste of time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's make sure you keep that. Keep it well lit so you don't have zombies popping up when you're in the middle of something. Also, darker is better. You want something that seems to absorb light. Now, I don't think that's going to handle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think that's going to make an issue with the mechanics, but you can go as decorative as you want with this kind of thing. I don't think that we're going to be using this anymore, so I'm just going to close this up because we got to build a proper entrance also. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and do this. Okay. There we go. We got a nice block. Looks kind of awkward, but... And now we've got to pick up this, and what we're going to do is going to go 3 down. And you got to go a minimum of 3 down. You can actually go as far down as you want, but you do want to stay within 17 blocks of this guy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick lights in the corners here. Help keep the zombies at bay. Do that too. Because once this thing is done, it's just going to produce zombies non-stop. There we go. So that's 1. Let's go 3. Well, 3 is going to be your minimum. I love how much I get to use this pickaxe and it's barely touching anything. Actually, I want to see. What am I doing? Here we go. 1,845 durability left out of 2,031. That is fun. And it's got mending, so I'll be able to fix it. And that's actually why we're doing what we're doing right now, is we need a mending station. We need a way to be able to fix our tools and our armor without spending our resources on that. Especially since probably the next episode that we have goat bread, we're going to return to the end, find one of those end cities, and get ourselves some elytra. We're going to have to find at least 2 end cities. Get ourselves some elytra, put Unbreaking 3 on them, hopefully. And let's go ahead and dig these out. And we'll be able to fly from place to place in our world from now on. Okay. This is almost as good as having a beacon. Just cuts right through. All right. This is also a great way to make sure that you also need to go through and light up the caves in the area. The more light you have outside of this room, the better. Because what it will do... Let's go ahead and leave this open for right now. That will be closed later. We need to make sure that the least amount of mobs are going to spawn. Ooh. Got a itchy trigger finger when it comes to placing the blocks right now. There we go. Now, I have in the past used, encased these things completely in polished diorite, and I've used stone blocks. anything that you think is going to look good is really what you want to do. Let's see, we want to go one more down. Because we want it to be 3 deep, and the bottom is also something we want covered. We don't want to accidentally... We don't want to be branch mining underneath this thing and then have us dig underneath it and be flooded by zombies and water. Okay. There we go. Alright. But, in our preparation for fighting the Wither, we are going to need a few things. And those few things are probably going to take farms of some kind. So I am on the lookout for a good iron farm. Probably I might use Waddles. He's another amazing YouTuber. Who's got a good head on his shoulder for this kind of thing. Let's go ahead and put these in here. We're gonna need those. That looks so cool. That looks so cool. I think we are going to be feeding the zombies to go that way. So I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to skip a block, and go here, and that should fill it in and make a never-ending water source. There we go. Okay, after that, what we're going to do is dig down. Now you can probably just dig down 1. I personally like to dig down 2. And I'm gonna do this so that we can have all this filled in with nether brick as well. Because we really don't want any natural stone. Sorry I'm being repetitive. But we don't want any natural stone in view. Including our floor. Okay. Alright. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to dig in here, and we want to make sure that's still working where we're going. So I'm actually thinking about right here is a good spot. We'll go ahead and grab some water. Break that. Put that one there, and it's going to get flushed right into there. Okay, that's going to do that. So what we're going to do is break it right where the water is. Ooh, I'm stuck. Stuck? What am I stuck on? Ah, ghost block. I was wondering why the water stopped too. Put that there. Put this here. And let's do this. I want to make sure this goes to that. Okay, let's put some of that. We're going to let it go right there. Okay, so this is where we're going to go. which means all of this has got to be coming out and replaced as well. Now, again, you don't have to do this stuff. It just makes things a lot easier in the long run. Plus, if you got it, use it, right? Okay, so we know where that's going, so let's go ahead and put that back up for our own sanity. We gotta dig this all out. Okay. Now what we're doing is building a channel that the zombies are going to be fed into. Alright. And this little area is going to become like a bunker, home away from home sort of situation for us. Alright, so there's that. Let's go ahead and see how this looks. That's going to come through here. The zombies are going to get pushed, and they'll be pushed right to here. So, that being a thing, we need to make an area that is nice and comfortable for us. Now, just to check. This should work out just fine. Alright, so gonna go ahead and dig out a nice little area like that. And this should definitely be close enough. I think what we're gonna do is have the zombies fall into here. And while that's going, okay. Gonna need that, and that. Okay. Let's go ahead and drag that too. All right. Gonna put in a nice workbench for the moment. A furnace. We're gonna cook off some of this, and we're gonna make this a little bit more livable. Now, what we need is a place for the zombies to get pushed down into, which I'm thinking a 1 block like that. So they got a little bit of a drop. So we're going to be here. The zombies themselves, let's go ahead and do this. Going to be blocked like that. I'm going to go ahead and put a... How are we doing? Okay, we need one more. Do that. Going to need this. The zombies get stuck in here. So let's go ahead and take that back off for a second. Do that, and the zombies are going to land right here. Now, you can, there's lots of different ways you can do this where the zombies are taken up a to a height and then dropped, and then you're gonna get like one-hit kills and stuff. But I plan on having a diamond sword in here specifically for this room, and it's gonna have Smite 5 on it so that we can just take out the monsters as we need them. So the zombies are going to get pushed down here, stuck here, and I'm going to put that there. So anything that gets on there is going to... Not 100% happy with that. It shouldn't be an issue, but it bothers me. So I'm going to go ahead and lower that one more. That, because I want to make sure that they're in there. And the reason I'm trying to make sure that this is as perfect as it should be, there you go, they'll get stuck. And then do that, and then the adult zombies will get stuck. And if I put that like that, there we go. Okay, so now we have this, and we'll be able to swipe at the feet of the zombies, and any baby zombies will not be able to get out of there. The XP will come flooding down on us, and yeah, that should do it. So let's... Anything that they drop is going to get stuck in there. So before we pretty up this room, let's make sure this thing works right. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to go out here. Make sure we keep this area lit up. Nope. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna take that out. Water's gonna push that. And the next big thing is we've got to get the torches out of here. So let's jump back into the water. Take that out. And don't worry about losing torches, because the torches are just going to get brushed away. See? And there they go already. There we go. Nice and dark. Try not to fall down. And you'll be able to see if you hang out just a couple minutes. See how he's stuck there. Let's make it nice and dark in there. And there we go. I think we can make this a little bit more efficient. Yeah, we're going to get our smite on. Let's go ahead and empty that real quick. What we're going to do to make this a little bit more efficient is I'm going to make a sign. And first stuff. Well, we need to get rid of these guys. Okay, we can see where the zombies in the way. They're not going to give us a chance. go ahead and... Look how effective this thing is already. Let me go ahead and put that there. That might slow them down enough to let us work. Ugh, okay. It's not going to let me fix it like that. So, what we're going to do... hop back in here and light this thing up a little bit more. You can't even tell that there's fire. Let's go ahead and... there. Alright, that should stop it. Alright, so... okay. Alright, so that'll stop the water. So they shouldn't float back up anymore. Let's go ahead and get that going again. And again, I want to stress that the aesthetics are just that. I chose nether brick because I have a lot of nether brick. Do remember, however, that you do need to come through here and make sure any dark spots are all filled in to a good degree. Hey, spider. Alright. You do want to make sure it's nice and bright, because anything that can interrupt your spawning is going to slow it down. And if you think that it is fast now, wait until I go through here and fill up a bunch of the stuff with torches. Because there is such thing as a mob cap. Okay. Now this is probably going to confuse Goat Bread, because he's probably wouldn't have thought of this. But I can assure you, when everything is up and going, we just wait a second. Get those out of there. Let's go ahead and put that there, and gonna empty out his there we go. So, gonna go ahead and give it just a minute. Alright. There we go. Here they come. Now there is a mob cap, like I said, when it not only for... Let me go ahead and do this. Options, music, hostile creatures. Let's put them down to like 10%. Done. Okay. Now, there is also a cap on how many mobs can sit inside of a single block area. This little 3 foot by 3 foot thing right here. And after a little while, they are actually just going to start dying because of cramming. But you can let them collect a good amount. And you'll have a pretty darn good XP source. You can see we're already almost at level 30. I am going to work on getting a Smite 5 sword, which we will keep in here, in this little room. And you will collect all the rotten flesh you're ever going to want, so you can trade with your cleric. And yeah, that is about it. So we have a good source for XP, and I think what I'm going to do now is clean this place up, turn it into a nice room that I'm proud of, and I'm probably going to end up putting another enchanting setup in here. So I might just go ahead and make this an underground bunker for myself and for Goatbread to have fun with. So that being said, thank you for joining me for this Parents Guide playthrough episode. Nice tutorial on how to build a zombie spawner or a skeleton spawner. Whew, you can hear them collecting. They are just in there. Yes. Another thing I might actually do is bring a cleric down here. Yeah. I think I'm going to bring a cleric down here also so that I can sell him my the zombie flesh. So, that being said, you guys have a great day, and I will catch you next time in our little blocky world here. Keep playing with your kids, keep having fun, and try not to grow up too fast yourself. Have a nice day.